Please get ready for a dictation of transcription number 125 from Sir Kailash Chandra magazine. 5 seconds. Start. Mr. Vice Chairman, we are discussing the railway budget today. This railway budget will open a new chapter in the history of this house, a chapter which is of a very discouraging nature. The budget has been presented for the first time in this house by minority government. So the people of the country do not find any improvement or any future with this budget, because in every budget there is political will behind the budget, but in this budget we do not see any political will for the development of railways in the country. The Indian Railways are the biggest public enterprise in the country. It is the largest in Asia and the second largest in the whole world, managed by a single management. It plays a very vital role in the field of economic development of the country. Every sector of the society, be it rich or poor, every man or woman is affected by the performance of the railway department. Madam, this budget generally covers half of the economy of the country and affects the people in their multifarious problems. In this budget, the railway minister claims that he has given relief to the weaker sections, which is not true. The exemption in the railway freight for the essential commodities is of peripheral nature. This kind of exemption is a poor consolation, because these articles are already bearing fairly heavy freight charges. I had considered the railway minister to be a very dynamic person earlier. Now that impression has been taken away. from my mind by his presenting this kind of a budget in this house. He has committed a great mistake by increasing the passenger fares and railway freight rates at a time when the rate of inflation is already high. Stop.